Now, park officials say all rides have been inspected and they're working fine, but if you want to make sure, you can look for a sticker like this one. And if the ride doesn't have the sticker or if it's out of date, then the ride is operating illegally. Not only is Carlos the only police officer in town right now, he says there's no holding cell in Buckholz. And just last week, this cage in his car was installed, but he says he only makes about 2 or 3 arrests per month. The designer for the golf course is an Aggie, so a lot of things will stay the same. However, most of the course will change, including, for example, a secluded par 3 like this one, which could open up and be a much longer par 4. The calves were shot around 3 or 4 Monday morning, and what happened was some people walked up to this fence, leaned over and shot 2 calves with a pistol. Then they went to the fence, cut it, got 1 calf, dragged it all the way to over here, put it in their truck, and then drove off. I'm here a short walk away where the landfill is proposed to be. And as you can see, there's a pile of concrete right here, similar to what they're going to be filling the landfill with, just anything they can't recycle at the center. And they say at its highest point, the landfill could reach as high as 111 feet. Carlos Paniagua has many jobs.
I got several checks that I do during the night, the school, the bank, the stores, and so forth. And then I enforce the traffic laws here on 190.
You're actually seeing him after he worked for over 16 hours.
Got a lot of traffic coming through here.
He's the only police officer for the town of Buckholz, and when he's gone, the sheriff's department takes over.
You know, we got to understand that his responsibility is not only Buckholz, it's the whole county.
Not only is Carlos the only police officer in town right now, he says there's no holding cell in Buckholz. And just last week, this cage in his car was installed, but he says he only makes about 2 or 3 arrests per month.
We definitely need more than 1 officer. I wish we had 24/7.
City Councilman Doug Williams says Paniagua has been great for the town.
With Carlos here, they're safe.
And it seems others agree. Paniagua says town members know him and want to talk with him even during the night.
And they know that I'm on duty. They got my phone number. They give me a ring and say, "Hey, Carlos, how you doing? Come on here and talk to me for a little bit." And I go and spend 15, 20 minutes and then go back to my business.
Town officials say they're interviewing for a new police chief, but Williams says he's not worried, having full faith in their lone officer.
And it was 1 ranger, 1 riot. And that's about what we have with Carlos. We appreciate him that much.
In Buckholz, Adam Hammons, ABC40 News.
I don't want to catch them. They don't want me to catch them, I guarantee you.
Bryan Lusk owns his own cattle and lives just down the street from where the calves were killed.
I love mine, and it's a violation is what it is.
The calves were shot around 3 or 4 Monday morning, and what happened was some people walked up to this fence, leaned over and shot 2 calves with a pistol. Then they went to the fence, cut it, got 1 calf, dragged it all the way to over here, put it in their truck, and then drove off.
They found a secluded spot and they started to skin what was left of it. And apparently somebody spooked them or something because they left it laying half skint and took off.
The sheriff's office says the cows weren't killed randomly. They were shot for a free meal.
When you go down the street shooting 2 or 3 calves, it's just, they're just after some free meat.
But it's more than just the cows. The fence was cut, an offense Lusk says can hurt more than you think.
The worst thing about it is your cattle out on the highway, you know, so therefore you're endangering the traveling public, and they're hard to get back. It's more than just somebody thinking that they're going to get a little meat.
It's intense and it's constant.
Christine Rowe is the Brazos County voter registrar and works for the clerk's office. She says they're all looking forward to tomorrow night.
Tomorrow's going to be an exceptionally long day. We'll start before the polls open and we'll be at Central Count until everything is finished.
For the past 2 months, the county has found polling places, sent out letters, and just organized the election.
It can be stressful. Yeah, make sure all our I's are dotted and T's are crossed.
And to get ready for the election, the clerk's office sends out hundreds of these voting stations across the county. Then after the election, they open them all up and count the votes.
We have a massive amount of turnout on a presidential, so that means more machines, more supplies, more copies, more of everything.
But city employees aren't the only ones ready for the election to be over.
I'm really excited that it's finally here and the people get to make a choice.
Rosanna Sweat says she's looking forward to tomorrow to see who will win.
I'll be sitting, waiting, watching TV, anxiously seeing all the states, how they come in, because I think it's going to be really tight.
While the polls do close tomorrow night, the clerk's office still has to work for a couple more weeks. But according to them, it's worth it.
If someone can go to the poll and cast their ballot for their choice and their opinion, then yeah, it's worth it. That's one of our freedoms. We enjoy that, so yeah.